Good morning, everybody. We are here. It is a Friday morning, very snowy. Hey, Jeremy Cox, how are you doing? And I invite anybody that would like to join the panel. And I just posted it up there. Hey, Mike, how are you? Let me pin that. Um, yeah, just a snowy day here. Not so nice. I'm gonna screen share, show you guys what it looks like outside. I woke up to this morning. And it's still snowing. It's supposed to snow for another couple of hours or so. So obviously I've got some snow blowing or something to do here. So how's everybody else doing? I hope good. No, Paul's bus is running today. He just called me just before I came on and said that the buses were running, the school buses. So that's pretty much where Paul is. And then he's got some signs and things to do today that he has to get done. So he said he may pop in afterwards for a short period. And I thought, well, that's usually about 9:20, 9:30. I thought, well, I know that. Hey, TJ, how you doing? Yeah, and there's the ice flowing down St. Clair River, and you can see how snowy it is. And yeah, it's not a fun day here at all. It but what the heck? We went out yesterday afternoon, tried to find the missing dog, and no luck. So I guess everybody, well, not the owners, but we are leaning on one of two options. Either he was scooped or he's dead, because today is day 8. And the psychic, of course, he keeps saying that he's still alive, but I don't believe it. Not if he's injured. The psychic said he's injured. So yeah, Jeremy, it looks fun, but you know, it means you got to deal with some snow. Oh, you got rain and ice. Yeah, we kind of survived that. We didn't get the rain and ice type of thing. We got mostly snow. Um, I'll show you guys the what it's kind of looking like here as far as the weather channel. Okay. There's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock projected, 12. So sometime around noon, I guess it's going to move out. I'll give you one more cycle. There's 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9, 10, 11. So between 11 and 12, I would imagine the snow is going to be gone. Let's see how it looks down where you are in Kentucky. Oh, you guys have that storm going through with the ice, rain and ice. Yeah. Well, that's not good. How's the tiki bar looking? Let's take a look. I don't think it is good because it's too early in the morning, but there's usually, this is about opening time for the tiki bar on a Friday. Um, but I can screen share that for sure. There's the tiki bar is looking like it's very inviting. Blue skies, no wind, flags are right just down. Looks like they're getting ready for breakfast service. Oh, nope, they must have some people down on that side because it looks like she's taking, no, she's just taking out the, oh no, she's serving actually somebody some coffee. Okay. That is a nice setting. There's some people on the street walking by. Oh yeah, it looks like they're doing some work. Or he is anyway, workman. Stop share, like chat. But that's all that's going on one of my favorite places down there in St. Augustine, Florida. As you can see here, it's a stark contrast to that. Yeah, I know, Mike. Boxers can't take the cold, and so either he's scooped or he's passed on to the Rainbow Bridge, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, when I pull up the tiki bar, it makes me feel a little bit warmer, warms your heart up a little bit visually. But I know that Ron was headed back to work this morning. Uh, don't know if he'll pop in on his way or not. Um, I'm going to show you guys one more screen share. Oh, well, I was going to, but he disappeared. There was a squirrel out there in the yard, and he was looking for some peanuts, but they're covered up. And you can see here's the tracks. He either went up the tree or down the tree and over here. Jump, 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 jump. You can see which way. Oh, there he is right there. Looking for peanuts under the snow. Yeah, he's just hanging here on the tree. Looking around. I feel kind of bad. But I don't think it's a light. Well, it kind of is a light snow. I don't know. I almost feel like I ought to take and run a shovel down there and across there and over here a little bit just to throw some peanuts out to the guys. Yeah, there he is back in the snow again. I don't know if he's finding any peanuts or, but he's sitting right here. Anyway, hey, good morning. Bill's here, Mike's here, Jeremy Cox, TJ. Good morning. I'm going to stop share so that we, you guys don't want to watch that on the screen all the time. So yeah, it's and that's the ice coming down. You can see a little bit of sun trying to pop through. That's the east. That's Canada. And the ice is starting to flow down a little bit. That continues on down. That's where it'll get to that choke point down there in downriver. Let's see what, I'm going to take a look and see what's in the river, if there's any cutters down there. Yep. Let's go here. And let's screen share that. I'll show you guys the marine traffic. Here's Port Huron where I am. There's the ice coming down here like that. But right here, the left earlier this morning is the Samuel Risley on ISOPS. It's down there heading south down the river, south of St. Clair. He'll come around the curve here and you would see him once he gets around this curve. He'd come up on Marine City camera. Stream time live in case anybody wants to dial into any of these cameras. What's his speed? He's doing 9.9 knots. Hey, Mike and Albert. Aha, there they are.
Just switched over to my laptop. Trying this out first time.
Yeah, there you go.
Sound good and everything?
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds good.
Albert just climbed up on me.
Yep. He's looking around. Hi, Albert. How you doing? Albert.
Here's something.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's sad about that boxer. They can't take the cold. He's got his. I put his jacket on just to go potty.
Yeah. But we're kind of, most of us are 80% sure that he was scooped because it's been 8 days.
How much is that psychic charging them?
I have not a clue, but it's probably not cheap. And the thing of it is, I think it's per call. And so she's spending a lot of money because the psychic even calls her and says, well, I think I see a fence and I see this and I see, so.
Charges like a lawyer.
Yep, exactly.
By the minute.
Once they got you on the hook,
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, it's psychic. It's kind of a, I don't know.
They aren't all bad, but I think there's a lot of, just like anything else, there's a lot of them that are just out there on the hustle.
Use this promo code and save 30%.
Yeah, I'm going to probably go out on that frozen lake today again and drive around and let Albert run around. There's some snowpack on there again. Last time I went out there was just glare ice.
Yeah.
Hard to walk. I mean, I was afraid I was going to fall over.
Yeah, I bet you Albert had a hard time too, slipping and sliding.
Yeah, he was. He definitely was. So yeah, it'll be funner with the snowpack on the ice. Kind of run around a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep.
I might even drive around a little bit more today. and that lake is 5 miles long, so you can really drive for a couple minutes if you want to on that lake.
Is it frozen solid?
Yeah, it's
You haven't had any recent warm days, have you?
no, none at all. So it's another good day to. I mean, I sit there and I watch for other trucks driving out there before I go out there.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, I sat there and I watched 3 trucks drive out there before I went out.
Yeah.
So it's
Because Lake St. Clair, which is south of me, between Huron and Lake Erie, they every year, somebody's out there and the truck goes through and.
yeah. You've heard of Lake Winnebago, haven't you, up in Wisconsin? That happens there all the time too. The ice cracks off and the fishermen float out in the lake. But this lake it's never really happened ever that I've heard of down here. It's too small of a lake.
Yeah. Well, Albert looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, I got him when he was 7 weeks old, so he's been in my lap since then. So he's about 80 pounds now, and he just still climbs right up on me like he's 7 weeks old.
Yeah, he's your big boy.
Yeah, he's come to work with me. I was self-employed before I got cancer, and every single day he came to work with me.
Yeah.
So he listens pretty well, and it's definitely a joy to have.
Well, Mike, I see Newfound Drone Productions says, how thick is that ice, Mike?
12 to 14 inches.
Oh, yeah.
Other trading and investing platforms.
I haven't gone ice fishing myself this year, but 12 inches is where they say it's safe to drive a truck on.
I see Go Fish and Ron are on in the chat. Hey, Stella and Ron, how you doing? Mia's bugging the hell out of me. I got up and then was talking to Paul Hodges because he called and said that he was having to drive the bus this morning. Here comes Justin. Hey, Justin, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Hey, Justin.
How's it going, Mike?
Good.
What goes on his lap?
Just after the first missile struck Apple.
Just watching this whole Ukraine crisis.
That's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big mess.
Matt, Harry, thank you for both being with us. Christina, first.
Couldn't even imagine living there, having to pack your damn car up and just head out.
Yeah, they're right outside the outskirts of the capital city now. They've almost taken the whole country.
Yeah, that Putin's plumb crazy. He's got that complex where he's got to rule the world.
Yeah. Hey, you guys hang in there. Justin and I kind of keep an eye on everything. Mike and Albert are kind of new on YouTube. But
what are you running to go do a shit?
No. Mia's bugging the hell out of me. I got up a little bit late and she hasn't been fed yet and she hadn't got her medication and she's not going to let me forget it. So
you're good.
Be right back.
And also
yeah, that the whole Soviet empire ain't going to be what it used to be because 90% of those states now are NATO members. So I don't think he has the balls to go into one of the NATO countries.
Have you seen the videos with the people protesting in St. Petersburg and they're getting arrested?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be one of them people. You're going to be in the gulag.
Right?
Get arrested in Russia for protesting right over there right now? Holy shit, that's some bravery.
Well, firstly, probably
that's why I said, like, they were worried about Poland and stuff, but I don't think he has the balls to go into a NATO country. Because then you got foreign military bases there and everything else, and you're kind of pushing the envelope there.
Yeah, he's losing his mind. You've got to wonder when people just won't fight for him, you know?
I don't think Ukraine should have joined NATO when they had the chance to, though, because then there would have been, you know, a U.S. military base put there and other things and assets, but they didn't want to do it.
Yeah, they had their chance and they blew it.
And they had the last couple of years they could have done it.
You off work today?
Yeah, I took the day off. I take my son to the doctors and stuff a little bit.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny here in Wisconsin. I'm gonna go out and fly my drone around lunchtime.
Oh, I ordered my new Mini 2, the replacement drone.
Oh, nice.
Amazon said it's supposed to be here Tuesday, but I looked up on the UPS website and they said it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So I'm hoping it gets here tomorrow.
Yeah, earlier is always better for sure.
And then as soon as I get it turned on, I'm going to do the care refresh on that one.
Yeah, it definitely paid off. That when I got my Air 2, it was my first drone, and I didn't get the refresh on that one. And then I gave that Air 2 to my brother, and I got the Air 2S, and I did get the refresh, and I'm glad I did because I crashed it. It happens to the best of us.
Oh, yeah. It don't matter how good of a pilot you are. Eventually, you'll wreck one.
Yeah, and it can even be a combination, a little bit of pilot error, a little bit of the drone. And DJI just told me to, gimbal error. That's all they told me. And it wasn't all my fault. I was trying to steer that son of a bitch away from my truck, and it was just floating right into my truck. So, what was...
I feel bad, JD. JD.
Yeah, I didn't crash too as quick as him. He's got to really feel bad by doing that. That's for sure, hey?
Oh, yeah, he used all his care refresh up. I think he's only got one more replacement in like 2 months.
Yeah, that's 2 quick crashes. That'll make you learn. That's for sure. Paranoid when you're flying for a while.
Probably be around 4.
What's up, Ron?
Looking at about
And let's see who else is in there. Stella's in there. What's up, Stella? And we got Bill.
Yeah, JD doesn't crash. His drone crashes.
We got Jeremy, and then we got JD, obviously.
Thank you both for being here.
Hey, Ron and Stella, you guys should come up on the panel if you guys ain't busy.
Russian troops are reportedly now inside Ukraine's capital city. Images show Ukrainian soldiers.
What's the temperature in Florida today?
It is, let's see, 66 degrees right now. But it doesn't feel like that cold outside. It feels like it's in the 70s.
Russia. Ukraine's president is said to be in the city. His fate at this moment remains unclear. And Russian President
Yeah, I think it's supposed to get up to about 30 here with sun.
When do you guys get out of the cold weather? What, about
Another month.
It's already getting hot here, though. Like the last few days, it's been like up in the mid 80s during the middle of the day. Pretty hot. What's up, Barry?
Sanctions designed to cripple Russia's economy.
Yeah, the latest I remember it snowing here was like May 10th in Wisconsin.
Oh, Barry, I saw your new stickers. Those look awesome.
Calls for restraint on both parties. All sides need to.
I was trying to get you to email me, Mike, for like the last month and a half so I could send you some stickers.
That statement coming to
I thought I did.
No, I kept putting my email in the chats and you never responded to me, so I wasn't sure if you were getting my messages or not.
Social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter,
I
keeping quiet.
might have tried when I first got this laptop. I know I tried sending it to you, and it when I pushed the button to send, everything seemed to be copacetic, but it must not have been.
Yeah, I don't think I ever see it. I'll put my email back in the private chat for you if you don't still have it.
They're happening now again.
Oh, write it down.
Doesn't surprise us.
We can see that coming.
Yeah, certainly. Carlos, you're welcome.
As Ukrainians wake up, second day of war currently in
Mike, you know how to get to private chat, right?
Nope.
City of
Right down at the bottom, you'll see it's got a little one next to it says chat.
Mhm.
Vladimir
You just
Putin.
tap on that and it brings up a private chat that allows all the people on the panel to talk to each other.
That
Oh.
is my daughter's name in a tribal.
And now
And I have my last name in there, which I need to get filled in.
strong sanctions and new limitations on what can be
I
exported.
don't know yet, Barry. Depends. I got to get caught up on a couple things, but I might be going.
Legally and over time. I want to be clear. The United States is not doing this alone.
Because they scheduled 2 damn drone meetups in the same month. One's at the beginning, one's at the end. I know it's only 2 hours away from me, but still, I can't go to both of them. So I got to make a decision which one I want to go to.
Thanks for coming in and working triple time today. What do you think about the messaging? What is he getting right? What is he getting wrong?
So, how's everybody doing? Toyman.
Front. One of
Estella's in the chat.
Stella's in the chat too, yep.
them, this has been going on for quite a while.
Hey, Barry, you got me on Messenger. Just message me your address and I'll message you my address back. We can swap stickers.
JD put up a video just a few minutes ago. A flight with a little bit of light snow. It was a nice flight. It was over a lake,
Right, so it's going on.
over the area.
Hey, Mike, you're on my Facebook, right?
I don't go on. I haven't never been on Facebook in my life.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you were on there or not.
No,
Find him in a tough call to wait and do
just
something.
never made it on. Recently just found YouTube.
And I was wondering, why are we waiting
Otherwise, I never really went on computers or anything too much.
of Ukraine last March? And
Albert
since
is just chilling.
then you have
Yeah, he is. Well, he's chilling on top of Dad, and he probably weighs what, 90 pounds?
He's solid 80.
So he has a State of the Union address on Tuesday. I think today, while tanks are probably going to roll into Kiev.
Yeah, where it really hurts, I have like a port up in my chest where they plug in the chemo to me,
Yeah.
where he puts his elbow right on my chest right here on that port. Oh, son of a bitch, does that hurt?
Yeah, when I'm in the chair and Mia decides that she's going to give me some love, and she paws across my chest from over on the couch, and then her elbow always goes right on my sternum, right there on the bone. It's like, oh my God, stop!
Yeah. Yep.
He has plans to interview these Scottish nominees
Right.
in private, so people would
The,
see it.
Right. And then,
everybody, hit that like button if you think about it, please. I'd appreciate it.
yeah.
Yeah, I decided to come on. Paul's driving the school bus, and he said he might pop in, but he's got some signs to do and everything. But he said he'd probably be around this evening for sure.
Nominees face to face.
I haven't ever done like the active track with my 2S. I might try doing that today and have it follow my truck
There
when I
you go.
drive out on the lake. Start it all up on shore, then have it follow me around when I drive out on the lake.
Yeah.
You know, another cool thing would do is if you're out in like a nice open area, trek out Albert.
This moment.
Get
I
about
tried
100.
doing that, and the Air 2S won't track him. He's too fast.
Oh, he just takes off running too.
Yeah.
You want to,
One day.
if you get high enough, like get about 100, 150 feet and put it in sports mode. But make sure
Okay.
you're high enough because it's going to turn the sensors off. So just
Okay,
make
yeah.
sure you're high enough you're not going to hit
And
anything.
nothing around.
Right.
Yeah, I can do it on the frozen lake. It's a good spot to do it out there because it's wide open.
Because that's what I do in my car. I'll do it with the Air 2. I'll lock onto my car. I'll get about 120 or so feet in the air where I know I'm not going to hit anything. And then I'll just punch my car up to like 40, 45, and it will stay right behind me the whole time.
Yeah,
You just got to make sure you're high enough you don't hit anything.
yeah, I'll try that. I was telling Paul that the lake where I go, last time it was all glare ice. Now we got a snowpack, so I can get up to 45, 50 miles an hour out there and try that today.
months of the administration. So all of that is different. I do think it's very interesting that the social media companies are not.
Okay, Barry, I just got your message, so I'll message you mine back.
I think it's very interesting. They allow
And I will try to get those out sometime either today or tomorrow.
Dana, we're gonna be watching you in 22 minutes.
We are going to have review of the latest, and we have such good reporters in the field that are bringing us this information firsthand, and the heartbreaking stories of the people, the innocent people who are going to suffer greatly. And now we have a whole new situation since Monday night when he wanted.
All right, Barry, I sent you my address back in Messenger.
And we've got wartime correspondent Steve Harrigan, who has been in a million war zones. I mean,
Oh, you're funny, JD.
Okay, we'll be watching
Thank you.
in 22 minutes.
So it's good to have you on the 5 yesterday too.
I'll see you again this afternoon.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Dane.
Up next, Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw as Russia's war on Ukraine escalates, and as Ukrainians flee their homeland in a desperate rush to evacuate an intensified.
Yeah,
one Ukrainian reality star joins us live to describe the situation.
Oh, where's that live feed? There's actually a live feed in the city right now, Ukraine. Let's see if I can find it.
do you know big tech and
The $100 bill I found I spent on Amazon stuff. I bought it's like a rig, a handheld rig to put my Instant Go 2 camera in.
Oh, that's cool.
Use this to follow elbowed around, or you can just set it right down on the ground, and it's like head height.
So after you found the camera, was there anything wrong with it?
Nope.
become a lifetime member to
Wow, you should really make a video and send it to 360.
So, I mean, it's all sealed up. You're supposed to be able to take it and put it in water for whatever seconds, but yeah, it's pretty sealed up. If it's in its little base part, then it can, you know, it's got where the C port where you plug in and stuff, that can get water in it. But yeah, when the little camera just pulls out by itself, it's pretty 100% sealed up. I was pretty happy about that. I wasn't worried about finding it because of that reason. I knew I had time to look for it.
So I said, what we need to do is take all your videos of you searching for it and everything and put it in like a little montage.
Yeah.
Send like a little testimonial video off to 360. You never know, they might send you some free stuff.
Well, my brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and a couple other people didn't think I was going to find the camera, so they all chipped in and they bought me another one. So I have a 360 camera now too, and that's what I was doing the day that I found the $100 bill. I bought like a T-mount where you can mount 2 cameras side by side. I had one pointed forward and one pointed backwards on Albert. And I was testing that out that day, but it was too heavy and the cameras kept falling and flopping over. So I disassembled it all and then just put the one camera back on Albert. And all of a sudden I'm walking along and I put the other camera on a selfie stick.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just walking and the $100 greenness just totally stuck out from all the brownness. I mean, yeah, I looked around some more. I was hoping to find some more, like a money tree.
You thought somebody dropped a bank bag out there, huh?
Right, like the $100 bank bag just blew out. And it snowed here yesterday, so it covered everything up again. But when the snow melts again, I'm gonna go back and walk around real good around that area. It's right next to a Hobby Lobby, so a lot of people go to Hobby Lobby and go in and out, and somebody could have dropped it out of their car and it blew over there.
I'll be back shortly.
And yeah, it's a big shopping. There's like I don't know. Do you have five and below stores by you?
No, but I know of them. Yeah, I don't think there's one near me at all. There might be some in Florida. I think there are in Florida, just not in my town.
So that store one day we had like 40, 50 windstorm come in, and they have like big baskets of them big rubber balls out in front of the store, and they all blew over into the field where I walk Albert. I mean, I bet you 100 different rubber balls were blown over there in that field.
Wow.
And they must have just wrote them all off They just left them all there in the field.
Biden had to rebuild.
The people that mow the field must have picked them all up.
None of this that he has now engineered.
Yeah, it probably wasn't worth their time to go pick them up. What's
Right.
up, Marie? JD, I'm working on a couple reaction videos today. I'm probably flying tomorrow if the Mini 2 comes in. I'm going to get that all started up and reconnected to my old controller and all that.
Weighing in on the war in Ukraine, appearing to blame.
Let's see here.
Chaos.
We got, here's the live
Chaos.
from the capital in Ukraine.
This action from Vladimir Putin.
Yep. Here's the reaction as former Navy SEAL and member of the House of
Was it
Representatives
playing?
Committee, Congressman Dan Crenshaw.
But Alex, it doesn't seem like anybody's like freaking out right now, so they must not be.
There she is.
Yeah, there's no bomb explosions in the background.
Had to rebuild.
But they said they were about 12 miles out from the center of the capital, so they're like right on the outskirts of the city. They're just now coming into it.
And now they're rebuilding. What do you make of it?
Well, no, they.
Yeah, I seen something that the Russian troops have a portable cremation chamber with them. That's crazy. They just
Yeah.
cremate right up.
Yeah, that surprised me. It's hard to say though, like what information's real, what's not. There's so much disinformation out there.
Don't ask us to be protecting you when you're relying on them for energy. Rely on us for energy, but what does Germany do?
Because every news agency is giving you like a different like type of what's going on. Nobody really knows what the hell's going on.
But it is not the Trump.
Yeah, they
Shame on her. She knows that.
they got some serious, powerful missiles on some of these pictures that they're showing on the news of the explosions. Some scary stuff.
We watched what happened in Afghanistan. Guess who else did? Putin.
Yeah,
Question is do we have a dog in the fight?
the Biden presidency. Been watching the Biden presidency
Do because now if we don't do anything, this is the moral question, right? If we don't do anything, then what is China going to do with Taiwan?
Right.
If they see we don't do nothing.
Right in.
Yeah, I think that if we don't do anything, China's going to think, well, you know what? They didn't do shit in Ukraine, so let's go ahead and take Taiwan.
if we hadn't been attacking.
I already heard they flew in their airspace yesterday again right away. China did.
Well, I know the U.S. just sent a whole bunch of, I think Taiwan just bought some, I want to say some F-35s, if I'm not mistaken.
$6 billion of regulations on that.
That's just what I don't understand is why Taiwan never just told like Japan did and told the U.S., you know what? Come on in. We'll give you a little plot of land, throw a base here. Because that right there would be a huge deterrent.
And if America
But
dominates,
I just don't understand why we haven't done that. I mean, we do it with every other damn country we work with.
Well, for a long time, Britain was there, so.
From that part of your career.
But see, this is why a lot of the the chip manufacturing in Taiwan, they're starting to build factories in safe haven countries, because I think that they are planning for the event that if China does invade, they'll be able to run their companies.
Well, I heard that one company just started a big one in Ohio, right?
And they're building one in Arizona and they're building one in Florida too, chip manufacturing facilities. And we're supposed to start mining for the raw materials to be able to do chips. So we don't have to get the material from China, because that's the thing, is China's where most countries are getting the raw materials to build the chips. A lot of the computer chips aren't coming from China, they're coming from Taiwan, because Taiwan owns 51% of the chip manufacturing worldwide. That's why they're so strategically important to everybody. But that's what I was saying. We're supposed to be, from what I heard, they have areas in the Rockies where these raw materials are at. So they want to start mining up in the Rockies. I don't know if they're going to actually do it, but there was talk of it.
Yeah, The raw materials are your king when you got that.
hmm And see, this is why Russia has such a stranglehold over, the European countries, is because they all decided they were going to go to natural gas. Well, guess who's the biggest natural gas producer in the world? Russia is.
Yeah. It's almost like a movie with Putin. He's like Dr. Evil.
Because what did the morons over in Germany do? They said, "Oh, we're going to get rid of our nuclear power plants and go to natural gas." And now they're relying on Russia when they had a lot of their country running off of nuclear power to begin with.
Is he acting like a rational person here? No.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I think misinterpret what.
Besides that damn leftover stuff from the nuclear waste, nuclear energy is the best way to go.
It is. Well, and it's not like, you're having to switch out those rods every year. It's, those
Right.
rods can produce energy for 25, 30 years at a time.
Right.
It's like,
Just dealing with the waste.
right. Just like nuclear, it's just like the nuclear aircraft carriers. They only have to refill every 25 to 30 years because of the nuclear power plants they have on them, or the nuclear reactors. Paul?
Are you
Cold.
Yes, I shoveled off the ramp down to the sidewalk. And of course, the frustration level is high because I go down the sidewalk and I look over to the front door going up to the apartment, and
It's open.
the door is wide open. Yeah.
when it comes to sanctions, or if not, what else can we do?
Oh boy.
There's still some room to run, and you want there to be some room.
JD said Putin looks like his mom and dad were also brother and sister.
Well, that's the sad part about it is if you have anybody that comes from the intelligence committee, which isn't intelligence, they practice years and years and years of how to manipulate people and to control, and you make them the head of any state, you're in trouble.
Putin had every intention of going in, no matter what kind of.
Well, like when you were gone, Paul, I was telling Mike, I was like, this is a big question, right? Do we have a dog in this fight? Because if we don't do anything, what is China going to think they can do with Taiwan?
Oh, that's already on the table, I think. I think Taiwan is pretty much gone.
Because we have a mutual pact with Taiwan that we're not supposed to fight for them, but we're supposed to give them military aid in the event they are attacked.
Yeah. Well, I think there was some kind of a pact like that in this particular case too, military aid and supplies. But and maybe it's just me being dumb. What I don't understand is
his historical legacy.
He didn't want them to become a NATO country. In order to become a NATO country, all it takes is the 23 countries that form NATO to vote them in and make them a NATO member. Okay? And if he's been threatening this for a long time, why didn't somebody have the balls to stand up and just vote, say, I call for a vote, let's include, the Ukraine in NATO?
Well, I think Ukraine didn't.
They wanted to.
Yeah, I'm not sure about all that, why they didn't do it. But they should have, though.
Well, you got France and Germany didn't want to piss off.
They didn't do it because Ukraine's the most dirty that's what Biden. There's so much underdealing going on in that country.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that, is like I was saying too, is that these European countries are so reliant on Russia right now because of natural gas. And Russia's the biggest supplier of that in the world.
Hello, Marie, JDS. I didn't see you guys. Came in while I was out doing a little bit of the shoveling. When I get serious, that's when I get the snowblower out. But
Still has friends and family living back
later, JDS.
But then again, Lynn would be yelling at me because I went out with no hat, no gloves. in my slippers. No coat.
Morning. Tell us what your family, what your friends are going through. I know your family's in the southern region, but you have a lot of friends in Kiev that you've been talking to.
And my mourning doves are circling around out here. They're looking for someplace to land. So now they're landing on my carpeted. I'll show you guys.
Fell asleep, they were cutting my car. It's too much. They're going through a lot right now.
Have they tried to?
Yeah, they're all here, but they want to go over here and get some bird seed. But
So
I didn't get over there and shovel that off. I'm feeling guilty, like I should get my ass out there and shovel off a little patch there because there's bird seed on the ground. Oh man.
Why? Because they can't get into the house because it's covered in snow, or what?
Yeah. See, the carpet here is like a brown tweedy outdoor carpet, and so it looks like it's birdseed because that's what it looks like underneath the feeder. You got them up here. You got little Tweety bird there. He wants to get over there. They got one of them on there. Oh man, should I go out there and do that? Holy crap. Justin, you got control here for a little bit?
I'm good.
Okay, so I'm going to go and clean it off. Damn it.
Get it off your mind.
Well, you know, it's like I feed them, so they trust me. And so trust goes with responsibility. Yeah, okay. You guys convinced me.
So, Ron, how's it going up in your neck of the woods up there in Canada? Well, they were having all the, I don't know. Are those truck protests still going on? I think that's pretty much over at this point.
Kind of are spreading out across all Canada now. I think they're just kind of moving out of Ottawa. There was I think his name is Tire Roaster. He does a live stream, and there's something planned for today, like in another town. They're all going to meet up in convoy there or something. I don't know if they're going to stay or they're just like doing like slow rolling slowdowns. But there's stuff planned. I know that.
I know the National Guard was getting deployed in D.C. for the one there. But
Yeah, I seen some lives in the United States yesterday. I didn't tap on them, but they were going across United States heading towards DC. I seen that. I don't know where they were, but definitely headed there.
hey, Ron, if it makes you feel better, it's 67 here with no snow. He said, going good, damn snow. Where's Marie from? I forget.
I'm not sure.
I want to say she was from overseas, but I could be wrong.
Pretty sure she bought one of those radios to watch the scanners for the boats. So maybe she lives somewhere close to the river.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. Oh, in Arizona. Okay. Oh, in Arizona yesterday. Okay. Ron said, "You suck." Bill said, "I got about 10 feet deep in snow in my front yard. It's not fun."
Have you ever been in the snow, Justin?
Oh yeah, when I lived in Southern California, like
In
even
the
though I
mountains,
was in the desert,
right?
Big Bear was only like 45 minutes away, and that was a ski resort. I mean, granted, I've never been in like serious like 20 feet, deep type snow,
Right.
but also in the desert, like the desert I lived in California, it was surrounded by huge mountains, and we were down in the valley, and it would snow up on the mountains all the time. So sometimes we'd drive up there with pickup trucks and we'd load up a bunch of snow and bring it back down.
That's
We'd
cool.
have like snowball fights and stuff with it.
Hell yeah.
Because it would snow in the desert in Southern California quite a bit. It just was not cold enough to stick. You would see it come down and flurry, but as soon as it hit the ground, it just melted. So it never stuck to anything.
Yeah, that's an important part is the ground temperature.
Mhm.
Definitely affects the way the snow acts.
But it was beautiful in the wintertime when it would snow because, like I said, you would look up in the mountain ranges all around the desert and it'd just be blanketed white up on the mountain ranges.
Sure, get that picturesque scene.
I miss mountains because we don't have none of those in Florida. It's just flat swamp land.
Yeah, that's the trade-off of the warm, sunny Florida.
Yeah. Let's see, our trade-off is our summers are really bad. We have decent winters, but the summers are, 95 degrees with 100% humidity. It's rough. Because you'll walk outside and within 10 minutes you feel like you ain't showered in a week.
Yeah, that humidity, that's gets rough around Wisconsin too. Can get humid too, but probably not as long as it does in Florida. But yeah, the humidity would just kill you.
Well, it's worse like where I live in Florida too, because I'm right in the middle of the state, long ways in width,
Sure.
and the humidity just kind of settles. Where if you're on the coast, it's not as nearly as bad because you got the ocean and you got a constant like kind of breeze coming off the water, so it's a little cooler. But
You're right on the borderline of the snakes, right? Where Dusty is, Dusty Rhodes, the snake guy.
I don't know where he lives at. I'm in Polk County. I'm in the dead center of the state. Like if you look at the state lengthwise and width, I'm dead center.
Yeah, it's one of them shows on Discovery, like the crocodile hunters, but they hunt the snakes in Florida. They get paid a couple $100 a snake.
He's probably, I would say he's probably in southern Florida, because down by like Miami area in that southern part of Florida, that's where they have a lot of issues with like.
I'm pretty sure he's right around where you're at. And then he does go down to the Everglades, but like a lot of people hunt down there, and he's always trying to like catch the record. He has the record for the biggest snake in the state.
Yeah, because there's a lot down in the Everglades. Like there's a lot of exotic animals that aren't indigenous to Florida. I was driving down. Do I?
Have you ever tried catching a snake?
Honestly, where I live, I haven't really ran across just some little regular snakes that are actually indigenous to Florida.
Okay.
I've ran across a couple crocodiles, down in the water. But I've never had one like in my yard or anything like that. Even though they're real prevalent in Florida, I mean, it's not like you see them on a daily basis walking down the road or nothing. They're kind of
right,
elusive. They stay in the water. They don't come out too often.
Yeah, it seems like that snake problem is something that I don't know. I haven't seen it on the TV much recently, I guess, but it seemed like it was a pretty bad problem. Like they were just taken over, killing all the different animals and stuff, and
Oh yeah.
nothing to kill them.
That's just like we have a bad problem with iguanas down here.
Well, yeah, them too, right?
I was driving about 2-3 weeks ago. I was driving down the road and I couldn't stop because I was in like a line of traffic that was moving at like 20-30 miles an hour. So I wasn't able to stop. But when I was driving by this apartment complex, this big ass iguana, it looked like it was about 3.5-4 feet long. It was walking out of the bushes. This thing was huge. And,
Mini dinosaur.
and there's actually a kill on sight order in Florida. Like when you see one, you're supposed to kill it. It doesn't matter. Like there's no license or anything. You're just supposed to kill them if you see them because they're tearing up the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's just from people letting them go.
Yeah, and then there's actually a guy that runs a YouTube channel down here in Florida, and he actually shows you how to catch them and kill them and skin them and eat them. Like he shows you how to cook them properly and everything. A lot of people who actually catch them now for food.
So they're the big green iguanas that are
Yeah,
down.
it's like the ones you see at pet stores and stuff. Yeah.
There is
Also-
different kind of iguanas though, because I had one that was called a spiny tail back in the 90s, and that son of a bitch had teeth on it.
Mhm.
They weren't real huge, but it would bite you. It bit my finger a couple times, and it drew blood.
The biggest thing you got to worry about with iguanas, man, is they'll whip their tail at you.
Right.
And
Yep.
if they're a big one and they get pissed, man, it's like a real whip. I mean, they'll slash right through your skin.
Yeah, I went through an iguana phase. Had them for about a year. I had one green one and one spiny tail. And spiny tail was mean. Didn't hold them very much. Green one wasn't too bad.
Bill says, I always wanted to go to Florida or Cali. I want to see fully grown citrus trees. Hold on. It's a hobby of mine to keep citrus in northern Canada. Be cool to see one in the wild.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fall asleep underneath one. Eating oranges.
Here in Florida, actually, especially in the town that I live in, used to be nothing but orange groves. But they're becoming a thing of the past here in Florida because so many people are moving down here that they're developing
I
everything.
heard you say that before.
Yeah. California actually outproduces Florida now in oranges because of that. Like I said, the town I live in, it used to be nothing but orange groves. And now you have to drive miles out of my town to even see one anymore. Like they're just all gone now.
Yeah, getting to be a thing of the past, kind of like dairy farms in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they're coming in. They see, a guy that has, 30 acres of orange groves, and they come in and say, give you a couple million for your property to get out of here. And they level it all down, and then they build housing complex on it.
Yeah, my grandparents had 80 acres up by Green Bay, Wisconsin, the dairy farm. I kind of wish I would have bought that back in the early 2000s. I had a chance. Now it's a subdivision.
Yeah, there's actually two towns near that are in the same county as me. It's Lake Wales and Frostproof. Now, both of these towns have had no growth in the past 30, 40 years. They're just one of those towns that kind of grew when they grew, and then they just kind of went stagnant and just kind of stayed the same. But now they're growing like weeds. And I'm talking Frostproof is like a one stoplight type town, It's got one stoplight and one little intersection with some stores on it, and that's it. And now there's all these housing complexes popping up around it. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, start a Pizza Hut.
Do I?
Start a Pizza Hut there.
Yeah, it's insane how fast Florida's growing. Like the town I live in is probably about 100,000 residents, about that size of a city, but it's going to be Orlando or Tampa in the next 5 years
Wow.
because they're already building high rises and everything here.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the town I lived in has doubled in the past like 10 years, is almost doubled in size.
It's
And now-
crazy.
and it's growing at even a quicker rate now. Like they're
I
putting
live
up.
in a town outside of Milwaukee, and there's about 50,000 in this town, and hasn't doubled in 10 years. I know that much for sure. That's a big growth, doubling. Holy shit!
Well, the three biggest states that people are wanting to flock to is Texas, Florida, and Tennessee. Actually, is one of them. For some reason, Tennessee's on that list. People are
No tax in
flocking.
Tennessee, right? No state tax or something like that.
I'm not sure. I know in Florida we don't have a state tax.
Yeah, that's what it is in Tennessee too. I know a couple people who live there.
But yeah, that's another state that people are fleeing to.
All
They're
right.
trying to get out of like California, New York, and all that.
Yeah, I've been to Tennessee several times. I like Smoky Mountains; they're just awesome. I love the Cumberland Gap. You ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, but I'm not.
It's the tunnel that goes in between Tennessee and Kentucky. It's pretty cool. It's where Daniel Boone discovered the way between the mountains.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'd love to go up in the mountains and get some good shots, like up in Tennessee, North Carolina.
Yeah, my brother lives in Boone, North Carolina. That's right on the other side of the border by Bristol, Tennessee, and that kind of side of the state. And it's just beautiful there. I'd love to go down by him and fly my drone. With this damn cancer, I'm pretty much stuck to home. And then with the COVID, I'm afraid everybody's afraid to come around me because of having cancer. I can't, if I catch the COVID, I'm probably done with.
Yeah, you got to watch it when you got an underlying condition.
Yep. Yeah, I wear a mask when I go out and go to the gas station and everything. I do it for myself.
It's like I've told people, I don't care if people wear masks or want to get vaccinated. Just don't tell me I have to do it, you know?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
I don't have nothing against people getting a vaccination. I just don't want to be forced to do it. I think it should be your individual choice.
Right. And that's just common sense. And some people seem to have a big damn problem with it. That's for sure.
I mean, I'm just a typical American. I don't like being told what to do. Like, get out my face.
Runs in all of our blood, I think, right? For the most part. Yeah,
Mind your business, I'm on mine.
I don't know how I would feel if I didn't have cancer, but I mean, I pretty much got it just because of the position I'm in. My immune system is compromised right now, and it just makes sense for me to get it.
Right, but you
know,
made that.
Position, it might not make sense for them, and it's their body, their mind, their decision. So yeah, I just on Wednesday I had another CT scan. So next week, Tuesday, I find out if the tumor's shrinking or not.
Is that what you have a tumor?
Yeah, it's on my esophagus. Squeezing my esophagus shut. So it's hard for me to eat and stuff. So like I can take like one bite of food and I'll just start spitting and choking and puking. You know, and I just don't feel good.
Are you okay when you like drink stuff, or is it just when you try to swallow something?
Yeah, just when I try to swallow. And
I mean, do you feel like you're getting better, or
sometimes, and then sometimes all of a sudden it's like I take a bite and it doesn't go down good, and then it feels like I'm not getting better. I feel like I'm getting stronger because I go for walks and stuff all the time with Albert, and I can tell how far I walk, that I'm walking farther than I did. I've been on chemo for 2 years now. So when I first got it, I was in bad shape. I couldn't even go for a walk with Albert. I was just sitting here. So I'm getting better and stronger that way. But as far as the tumor, I still just can't eat a cheeseburger. You know, if I get down 2 bites, I'm lucky. I'm always hungry. Always hungry.
Well, like I posted on your or like I commented on your video. I hope you know we've got a lot more adventures ahead of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just document what I can. Because once the doctor tells you there's nothing they can do for you, boy, that sets you back in your chair.
Yeah, that's when you just get out there and you live as much as you can. That's all you can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, Albert's definitely been my therapy dog.
That's good.
Gives me the motivation because I know he needs to get out and run. So then that makes me get up and get out.
That's good. Yeah, he's definitely a hyper boy. I can tell that from the videos. He's got a lot of energy.
Definitely a high energy breed. He's my 5th or 6th boxer. I got my first boxer in 1992. I was selling Kirby vacuums, and I traded my commission for the dog.
Wow.
And I named the dog Kirby. And that was the start of my boxer dog obsession.
I'll tell you, that was a tough job. My sister did that for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta have some thick ass skin and be able to be told, no, I don't want a vacuum. And I say, yes, you do. You don't want to be a dirty son of a bitch. Look at this in your house. Especially if you had a kid that had some allergies and I found out about that. Oh, you were buying a Kirby. Because I would drop the price just to make the sale. I didn't come out of your house till I sold. I was a pretty good dealer. I wasn't too bad once I learned the ins and outs. I sold 3 in one day one time. I got a gold pen. I lost it in my travels. I wish I had it. I almost feel like writing Kirby and telling him, hey, man, think you could send me another one of them gold pens? You know?
Well, it wasn't an easy product to sell because of the cost of it. You know, they weren't cheap vacuums.
How much were they when your sister was selling them? They were $13.95. That was top price when I sold them.
This was probably, I want to say about 12, 13 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. It's been a while.
Yes, it's probably like $1,500.
It's been a while since she worked for them.
Great vacuums, though. I still got one right here. I'm looking right at it. I sold one to my mom, and then it got too heavy for her, and she gave it to me, and I still have it. It's called the G4. And,
Jade, can you see the chat?
Can I?
Yeah.
No, I can't. I can only see the public chat.
JD said, I hope you get good news and it's going away,
Oh,
Mike.
thanks, JD. Me too.
What's up?
Hey, what's happening, dude?
Paul went outside because he felt bad he didn't clean off the bird seed feeder. So he's out there freezing his butt off.
Oh, is that what he's out there doing, feeding the critters?
Yeah, he went out there. Yeah, he went out there to feed the dog and take her out and everything, and then he got back in the house, was shivering at the computer talking to us, and then realized he didn't clean the bird feeder off.
Oh,
cool. So I went back out.
Oh, yeah, I just got back from doing my school bus run, so I didn't think we'd run this morning, but we did. They've shut the buses down for less than what we had today. But anyways, it's not that bad out.
That headset sounds so much better than the old one.
Does it sound better?
Yeah, because your
It's
old
got
one
a-
was kind
and
of
it's-
crackly. When you would talk real loud, it would get a little crackly.
Well, this has got like one of those sponges around it.
Yeah.
So,
So-
hey,
sounds
Marie,
awful.
how you doing? Yeah,
Is
that's
it a
nice. I
built-in?
can, huh?
Is it a built-in battery or is it a rechargeable?
Rechargeable.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good for 48 hours of talking. So, but if you shut it off, you know, if I'm only on for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, shut it off after I'm done. It's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Well,
I don't know.
You plug that right into your computer, Phantom?
Yeah, it's got a little dongle, that goes into the USB port
Mm-hmm.
and it just connects. And it was easy. Nothing. It was easy to do. Just plug it in. Went connected. Oh, okay. That was easy. Hey, JD. Good morning. Yeah, I can't stay too long this morning. I gotta meet an agent just outside of town here, about 5 miles, about 10:30. So
Oh, you got some signs to put up?
yeah,
you
she
doing?
wants like 8 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, can you maybe put 2 signs up between 10 and 10:30? Well, yes and no. 10:30, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So I said, yeah, I'll do it. So she wants 2 signs up. So I mean, it's more money for me, right? So, but I got an idea what she wants to do with the second sign, and I'm not sure if I want to do it or not. So, because she wants it out the highway. It's the house is on a side street, but the backyard faces a Highway 3 that goes through here, and the maintenance manager of Highway 3 does not want any signs on his property. So
Yeah.
maybe if I hug his fence, I should be okay. Maybe, I don't know. But
Well, did you let her know that though?
I haven't talked to her
Uh,
yet. She's gonna meet me down there.
You know, right here in my town, the code enforcement officer that does like all the county code enforcements or the city, he goes around and he takes all the little signs that people put up, like the roofing company and all that.
Yep.
And you'll see him he'll driving around and he'll have a whole truck bed full of those signs.
Yeah, well, they'll do this at 3 o'clock in the morning, eh? Nobody's around. Give them a hassle, right? Yeah, I've lost 3 signs now to him, but I got to the point I just won't do it anymore because it costs me money, right?
Right. Every time you put one out there, especially now that you're printing your own signs too.
So yeah, well, they're signed by my post, but the thing is, what I do is, like today, I'll put a shitty post up there, one that's just about rotten. And if I lose it, big deal,
Right.
So, but I seen one person had a house for sale there, about 6 months ago in that area. And anyways, I think they got away with it. So, because it was up tight against the property line. So, but if it's out on county property or whatever, no. You can't have a directional sign on the corner or whatever. And along Highway 3, if you put a sign up, even though it's private property, you have to be behind the line of telephone poles. You can't have it out even close to the road. Yeah.
Oh,
God,
Little
dark
cold.
glasses on this morning there, Paul, or what?
no, the sun dulls them down.
Did you figure your camera out last night or what?
Yeah, I shut down the computer, rebooted it up, and it's fine.
Okay.
So I don't know why it did that, but
Yeah.
What are the flags at half staff for, Paul? No?
I'll probably for Ukraine or something.
Probably for Biden.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I got my driveway and sidewalks.
Oh, wow. Got it all done.
Yep. Oh man. Next time, now just between us, don't tell Lenny, but I didn't have a hat, coat, or gloves on. So
I'm gonna tell Lynn.
Oh, you know, the day Biden goes, Paul, my flag's staying all the way up on the top of the pole.
you're gonna extend it, right?
Yeah, I ain't putting it on half staff. I'm gonna put it even higher. I'm gonna put it on top of the pole. That's reserved for honorary times, and
Yeah.
he's not getting that from me.
Hey, Marie S. Hanging with JD is still here with us. Yep. And Bill Newfound.
Oh, when's it gonna warm up? I'm getting tired of this cold weather.
Well, they're talking about here that maybe the middle of next week we're supposed to get it back into the 40s again.
Yeah.
But I like it more in the 60s.
Yeah. Well, it's 16 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and it feels like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freaking cold.
Now, see, Hodges needs to come down and pick up Paul and scoop Lynn up, and you guys head down here to Florida, the Teeny Martini Bar.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Yep. Swing by and grab Mike and Albert on the way.
That's it. That's exactly the way.
Yep. Load up Lynn's Winnebago.
Yeah, my sister just texted me. She says, some idiot just went by my house on a motorcycle.
Wow.
I seen one yesterday on a motorcycle here in town.
There was a guy in town here that used to drive one of them 3-wheelers around all year. You'd see him out in the winter. And, he actually had a Boxer, and his Boxer would ride in the sidecar.
Yeah, but here right now, they're got snow in the roads and they're pouring the salt to it. But gee, you know what kind of mess that would be on your bike and you and everything else.
Do you suppose those pants are painted on or what?
Yeah, she's in Florida. That's normal here. Paul's like, what are shorts?
Yeah, exactly.
So what I hear is what Arizona's got a bunch of snow now.
Arizona got snow?
Yeah, it says here, rare winter storm buries Arizona in heavy snow. We got more than we got, I think, right now.
Marie said she'll drive us to Florida there, Paul.
Yeah.
Look at Paul's camera. I swear.
Takes a while for these glasses to
Come
go
on.
back.
Transitions.
Yeah. And I find that the colder the temperature, like those glasses are cold, the longer it takes to transition back to clear again.
Well, you know, when my wife used to work for the eye doctor, they would actually tell you when you first got the glasses to take them home and put them in the freezer for a couple hours.
Oh,
Because
really?
it helps like activate them so they can get really dark when you go outside.
Well, I really activated them.
But yeah, they used to tell us when I got my glasses, that's what they told me to do. She said, yeah, when you get home, just throw them in the freezer for a couple hours.
Maybe that's a warmer weather thing, Paul. Do you think? I don't think.
Oh, I haven't told you the latest news.
What's
Let's
that?
see that a lot of the banks are refunding everybody's accounts right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're opening up their accounts.
Well, because well, because the Senate turned it down. They said there's no way. So now it wasn't official that he could even do that. But they say he can still do it without that emergency act. But anyways,
his little
Well,
deputy,
see if we can.
his little deputy prime minister, she sounds like a dictatorial type, just like he is.
yeah. But just latest news: Premier Doug Ford to make an announcement in London, Ontario today at 1 p.m.
Did you see there was a run on the banks in Ukraine too?
Yeah.
All the ATMs are out of cash and they're all lining up for hours outside these banks trying to get as much money as they can.
Oh, of course, my dog wants to go back outside.
But you think if Russia took over Ukraine, you wouldn't think the Ukrainian, I'm not sure what currency they use, but if it's separate from Russia's currency, I don't think it would be worthless at that point, wouldn't it?
I was watching a thing. Fox News guy said that he went to draw money out of an ATM. He got like $1.50 or something. That was it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying is like if Russia's taken over Ukraine and Ukraine's not on their currency and they're absorbing Ukraine, it would pretty much make Ukraine's currency at this point kind of worthless, I would think.
But they're probably on European dollars, aren't they?
I'm not sure. That's what I said. I'm not sure which one they're using.
Well, but they did say something unusual. What kind of money they had, though? I'll just see if I can Google it. One.
Yeah, because
The Pentagon is just reporting now that this war could displace up to 5 million Ukrainians.
Yeah, did you see what the Biden asked? He went down to the Border Patrol here in the U.S. and asked them to volunteer to go to Poland to help with refugees.
Come on.
I said, are you fucking kidding me? I said, why not ask the National Guard? Why not send active military troops?
Exactly.
I wonder why he wants to pull all the Border Patrol agents.
Yeah, just open up the southern border.
Well, luckily they had to volunteer, and so far, from what I've heard, they're not getting very many people. Like they're almost getting nobody wanting to volunteer to do it.
Well, you would think the military has the military police. Go send them over to do that, you know?
Because the Border Patrol already hates Biden as it is. They hate him with a passion. They don't like him at all because he just wants to constantly defund them and not give them the tools that they need.
He doesn't want them to do their job.
Yeah, so they can't stand him. I haven't seen a Border Patrol agent on the news.
Where did I saw? I saw online or was a news thing on the back of several trucks in Texas. They put Border Patrol, the new Uber.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Apparently, over in Ukraine, the official currency is, I can't even say it, I don't know, hryvnia. But the U.S. dollars and euros are the easiest currency to exchange in Ukraine. But $100 USD is 2,896 or hryvnia or whatever the heck it is. Yeah.
Go over there and live like a king.
Well, I saw there was a thing on YouTube the other night. I was up and it was the poorest country in the world is in Africa. It's Eastern Africa, and the average person over there makes $30 a month to live on.
Damn.
And it's just so poor, and it's just they're there was a dead dog alongside the road, and here's all these kids ages 7 to 13 standing around looking at it because they want to get it for food.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, there's a few countries in the world where their national GDP is less than what I make a year.
Yeah.
Their entire GDP. I could go over there and I'd be freaking king.
Yeah.
And go over there with my paycheck.
Yeah, it's we're used to a certain standard but there's places in the world where it's like they're eating grubs and they're eating barbecuing crickets and whatever they can get to eat. And they interviewed one guy that went into his house, and the house was about as big as an average bedroom. And there was 10 people living in there, and they sleep on mats, and they go to the bathroom outside.
Yeah.
And the only time they get it to be able to wash or get a shower is when it rains and it runs off the roof.
Wow.
That's probably how they collect a lot of drinking water too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Because look at Haiti. Haiti's not any better. That's really bad over there.
Oh,
Yeah, Albert got excited about something, huh?
Yeah. Albert was off. He heard something.
oh.
Oh, he was snoozing and sleeping on top of Mike there for a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday he actually jammed his arm down in the thing and he was pushing me back. I couldn't get up. He had me pinned like a wrestler.
Yep. Well, he thinks he's part of you. You raised him, you know?
Yeah, I had one litter of boxers that I raised from little guys, but he was definitely young when I got him, 7 weeks old. He was definitely young.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. I got a couple of videos I got to work on.
Here, I'm going to show you just a couple of clips first. All of these people are living in this little house right here. That's the one room place.
Wow.
And if you go a little bit further, here's the guy that was over there. Burundi is where it is. And there's a dog on the road right there.
Oh.
They want to eat it. He's going down there and he sees all these kids alongside the road right there. He gets out of the truck. There's a dead dog. And they want to take it and eat it.
That's what's so what people don't like. It's weird to some people. Like in some cultures, you know, in China, it's normal for them to eat dogs.
Yeah.
But then you go here, and it's normal for us to eat cows over here. But then if you go to India, you're not allowed to eat cows. You can't even touch them, as they're considered sacred. You know, they look at us like we're like they look at us the way we look at people when they eat dogs. You know, it's like, oh.
Right.
But there's a big, you know, there's a big market in China for dogs, and I was watching some videos that made me cringe because I saw all these like fucking just beautiful German shepherds just getting slaughtered, and it was sad to see. But I mean, I kind of understand it's their culture. I mean, I can't really say anything about it, but it's just sad to see when you're not used to that in your own culture, you know.
Right.
Because I love German shepherds, and it's you know, there was a lot of beautiful dogs in those cages.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think Mike froze. You still there, Mike?
Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, there he is. All right, guys, I'm out. I got a couple of videos to work on, and
Hey, Justin. Hey, thanks for covering for me while
So Justin, why are you home today?
I have to take my son to the doctor's later.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But I was going to tell you guys, post office or Amazon said my drone was supposed to be here Tuesday, but I looked it up on UPS's website. It said tomorrow. So
okay.
they said expected delivery for tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get it tomorrow.
And
Cross your fingers.
any more news on that knucklehead that was working with you, or?
No, except for they just can't fire him because the lawyer said no. Gotta wait and see what happens with that. It's like, how long are you gonna let him stick around for before it's just a problem? Because, like I told my boss, it's gonna end up becoming a liability in itself because the dude is lazier than hell. And I have this feeling that he's going to get up to these gas meters in his area where he has no supervision.
Yeah.
And he's just going to look at it and say, yeah, it's good. Not even get it out, scan it, and check it for leaks or anything. He's just going to drive off and sign off on the paperwork.
Well, yeah, I hope they're documented when he says, no, he's not. He's good. I'd put that failure to report.
Oh, he's been taking screenshots of all the texts my boss has, and he's been making a big old report of it. Keeps reporting everything to HR, but like I said, is they trust that you're going out and checking these meters, because literally I could drive up to a meter look at it and say, yeah, it looks good, and just sign the paperwork and drive off. And nobody will ever know whether I actually scanned it or
Take
not.
the
Now the
equipment out.
GPS will say I'm there,
Yep,
but it's not going to know if I got out of the car and actually scanned the damn thing.
yeah.
And if you're not looking at it as like you're messing with natural gas that's hooked up to people's houses, businesses, if you're not taking that serious, like you could kill innocent people, because if I don't catch a ground leak that's next to a Walmart or next to a business that's got 100 people in there, and I just drive off and ignore it, and it
Yeah,
hits that,
it builds up and somebody comes out has a cigarette and flicks it over in that direction. Boom.
and it happens to spark, yeah, it just there you go, half a city block gone in a matter of seconds.
Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, there was a natural, and it blew up a bar. Yeah, a firefighter died, and he owned the bar. Yeah, it was pretty tragic. The whole city block blew up. Some serious shit that can happen.
And you know, like a 400 psi, 500 psi line to take out a half a city block. We have some lines that are 800-900 psi that are running under major roads.
That will be a boom.
Traffic. You're talking about, yeah, a huge explosion. And so, like I said, you have to take the job serious. You have to be out there scanning the ground, checking for ground leaks, reporting them appropriately, doing the paperwork, right? This dude is just not there to do that.
You need to set him up, set a trap for him where, if he isn't testing it, have something that that it's bad. And if he goes there and says it's okay, you got him trapped.
Well, the problem is where he's working is 2.5 hours from where I'm at.
Oh boy, that's a problem.
He's in that area of DeBerry where he's at. He's on his own. Like, there is no other workers up there. It's just him by himself.
Right.
See, like down here where I work, I have my boss, me, Connor, Brandon, I have Deepak, and I have Billy. All of us are within a 20-mile range of each other. So if we need help, we can all get to each other really quick, If we have questions, we can all call each other. But he's burned his bridges with everybody. Nobody's going to want to help him. And he's going to be on his own up there 2.5 hours away with no supervision because our boss is down here where we're at. So
it's your boss's problem then, I guess, right?
Well, he can't do anything. Like, they literally have his hands tied and said he can't do anything. So
He doesn't. But the whole story, though, Justin, is he doesn't want to do anything.
And that's what's scary.
Right. Slacker.
This isn't a job that's like freaking working at McDonald's or Walmart or something. This is a serious job.
I can't figure out who the hell hired him, because his work background's got to reflect this attitude.
So hard to hire people. Anybody gets hired now, I mean, right?
Well, most companies, honestly, like when I worked for Walmart as a manager, we didn't check references. We didn't check work history. I mean, It was just, we went through so many people. We didn't have time to do that. You could put on there that you knew 3 NASA astronauts and I wouldn't give 2 craps. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even look at the references. Like, I didn't even bother to look at them just because we had to hire people that quick.
I know 3 guys that own companies, roofing, masonry, and was right near me, friends of mine, and they can't get no one to work for them right now. And if they are, they're pieces of shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. And that's the thing is, like, especially the bigger the companies, your turnover rates are higher. And like I said, when I worked for Walmart, we didn't even bother looking at that stuff. It was just mainly on the application as a formality to make the application look professional as a company. But nobody really give a crap about references or work history. Now, if you're going for like a city job or some kind of high-level government job, then yeah, they're probably going to check your shit. But for the majority of the everyday working man jobs out here, ain't nobody checking on that stuff.
Yep, it's a problem out there right now. I know that. All my buddies are saying it. Can't find anybody good worth salt to hire.
I will see you guys later. I got to get off here.
Okay, Justin. Thanks,
Bye,
bud,
Justin.
for covering.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Hi, Justin.
Later, everybody.
Is it snowing by you, Paul?
Paul Hodges?
No, he's talking about you, Paul. You
Behind
know
you.
in the background there.
Yep. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's snowing. In fact, here's my driveway now.
Covered again.
No, it's not covered
Yeah.
yet.
Is that lake effect snow you're getting now?
I think so. Let me take a look and see what the weather.
That's what we got yesterday for the first time, was lake effect. But it's nice and sunny out there today. It almost looks like a ND16. It's really bright and sunny out there.
Yeah, I think it's lake effect snow because here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. Screen share, there we go, screen share. It shows it moved away. It's down south heading for Detroit. Doesn't show anything here, but it is, as you can see, it's snowing. So, that's the great job, a great job like that where you don't have to be right, just guess.
Right.
Hey, Paul, watch this. This is kind of cool. It's only 28 seconds long.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
I never expected that. I thought you were into something kinky there, Paul.
Me too. I was wondering what the hell is going on. That was like a magic trick.
Yeah, almost.
Good morning, Dre. How you doing? Welcome, little Llama Laura. Hi, all. Yeah, that is something to see. Whew. That's what you call being abreast of things.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was sitting there going, what's he doing with that glove? Why is he? And then all of a sudden, boom, that bird come out of nowhere. That's something.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, you could, if you happen to look just off to the side, you could see his wings come out. He was on the ground, eh? But
Oh, okay.
he was a trained bird. Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to get ice coming down now, Paul. That ought to clog up down low.
Oh, yeah, that'll clog things up a bit, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know the Risley went out early this morning and headed south. That's Alexa telling me. Oh, okay.
I don't know that one.
So the little Insta Go 2 camera, it's waterproof.
Yeah.
One thing I want to do once the lakes unfreeze here is I'm going to take a string and attach it to that camera and then hook it to my drone and then go fly over a lake and lower down over the lake and lower the camera into the lake.
Yeah.
Look around, kind of like Curtis,
Yeah.
but the poor man's way.
There's some guys that mount it onto like a fishing pole and they go over like a bridge or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Water.
I could try that too. That's a great idea.
Who did that? I think didn't Paul a couple of years ago didn't guy out in Colorado, what's his name? Art do that, I think.
Artco.
Yeah. I think it was him, but I'm not sure.
Or there's this one dam close to me, about 15 miles away. In the spring, the muskies come up to the dam and they can't go any farther. And you look down over the bridge, and there's like, it always depends, but like 20 muskies might be down there. Maybe I'll take the camera there and lower it down by the muskies.
The only problem with that, in my mind, is that a muskie is used to gobbling up fish.
That could be a problem.
Yeah, you might say, "Oh, look at that muskie!"
Yeah.
That could be a problem. Oh, could you imagine the camera goes into the gullet and you get that on camera? As long as you would have it on your camera, you could record it and export it right away, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I should have did right away when I lost my camera, is I should have sat down, fired up my phone, turned on the app, and looked at the last spot where the camera fell out. Because I actually, when you look at that, if you sit there and watch that video over and over again, I step on that camera. I'm walking. I'm right there. It fell off pretty much right where I spotted it off of him. So yeah, I just have being new to the camera, I wasn't thinking, but if that ever happens again, I'm going right onto the phone, turning the app on, and looking at the last location of the camera.
Hey, Paul, have you got your lights on in there? Boy, it's awful dark.
Yeah, I should turn the lights on. I haven't. I thought it might be bright enough in here today, but I don't know. I guess not. I don't know. We'll see if that works any better. Go.
No,
Still dark.
still dark.
There it is.
There's better.
Yeah, because the light's right there, right? So
I think that filter that you have, it makes it darker.
yeah.
Yep.
Let me see. I tell you what. I'll switch the camera thing over to just the Pro Cam.
That's lighter.
Yeah,
That's
it gives
a
it
little bit lighter, yeah.
illusion with the blurriness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I had that other background up, that made it blur in the background.
So, Paul, how was driving today? Was it slippery, slick, or anything? Or
Actually, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad here. We didn't get that much snow. It was just barely a light covering. But when I was out sitting on the side of the road waiting to just go start my bus runner, snowplow came by and he actually had his blades down and pouring the salt on behind it. So I see the lady that played Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH. She just died.
oh, really?
Yeah.
As you can see, Paul, it's snowing again.
Yep.
Damn it!
I gotta. Yeah, I gotta go put two. I gotta load up 2 posts and take down with me to.
Where do you got to go?
Oh, a place called New Salem, but it's only about 5 miles outside of town, maybe.
Okay.
We're halfway between here and Elmer.
Yeah.
Take about 10 minutes
Then
to
you're gonna
drive
go
there.
see Bonnie afterwards.
Yeah, probably. I got to go to Talbotville. I got to go there. I got a sign removed there, and I got another sign to put up this afternoon. But like they don't want it up till the afternoon though,
Why would they not want it till the afternoon?
because when it gets posted on Realtor, like on the MLS listings, because really they're not supposed to put a sign up until it's listed on MLS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, there's why they're doing the coming soons and all this crap. But anyways, so yesterday I had to go right after my bus ride. I went to Tillsburg to put a sign up down in Tillsburg. Oh, by the way, that one that was supposed to remove, she called me back. She says, hold on, don't take that sign down now. You remember I said the woman had a health issue or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Beats me. But anyway, so I ended up leaving that sign up, never touched it. But anyway, so I went to go put that sign up in Tillsburg. I was about halfway there, and she says, "Oh, when you put the post up, just take the sign and put it on the front porch." Well, we haven't signed the paperwork on it yet. I'm like, really? can't even put the sign up because the paperwork's on. There's such a freaking rush to get a sign up. Got to get it there. Got to get there. And it's just really, they haven't even signed the paperwork yet. I got to go put a post up. Like that.
Hurry up and wait.
Well, how's your little sign printing business going?
Well, it got quiet for a little bit. We'll see. I got one guy who's interested in me doing a bunch of signs. So, okay. So what do we got here? I'm just looking. The agent come and got the signs this morning, or the pictures this morning about 8:15, but he hasn't posted them yet. I'm just looking here.
Yeah, I like that sticker machine you got, Paul. That looks fun.
Yeah, well, it's going to be one of those things that are going to need it and not need it. You know, it's just
Sure.
it's not something they're going to need every time a sign goes up. But, you know, so we'll see. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, still even just making all the fun little stuff, the little dog signs, everything
Oh, yeah.
you made so far I've liked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cute actually having fun with it. So,
Well, that's a regular business if you put the word out. You know,
Mhm.
people
Sure.
want specific.
Oh, yeah. Like I sold what, 5 now? I think
Yeah,
something like
it's
that.
It's like Paul's sign he's got in the back of his truck for Trudeau.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Up yours, Trudeau. Yeah, I do want to put in Fuck Trudeau or something like that. It's kind of rough for the kids or something. They see it. So I just hit up yours. Because a lot of signs around here are like Fuck Trudeau. You know.
I was watching this other guy from Canada. He does live streams named Viva Fry.
Uh-huh.
Viva Frey. You ever see him?
Viva-
Kind of he's like a lawyer. And he does
Oh,
like
yeah?
stuff. But he's all talking about this Trudeau stuff. But he has like lawyers from Washington, D.C. call into his show. And they talk about, you know, last night they were talking about Ukraine and stuff. But he's, I don't know how many followers he's got, but he's got quite a few. And he was walking around down in Ottawa doing like live streams, and everybody would recognize him and stuff like,
Yeah.
you know, and say hi to him.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it this morning or not yet, Paul, but Don Joyce put out a video this morning.
Oh,
Now-
did he?
Yeah, they're talking about NAV Canada. They might start charging for using their app, NAV, but it's only in the committee area. It's not on not a recommendation or anything yet. But you know, it just let's find another way to suck some more money out of these guys.
And what's that for? Just looking at the cameras and stuff they're going to charge you? Or
Well, no, NAV Canada is an app like I have to use if I fly close to an airport to get permission to
okay,
fly.
right.
Yeah, you know, so
Mhm.
So now they're saying, well, maybe we should be charging them every time they use the app, right? So, but the thing is that, and of course, it's the government. They're making it difficult to use. It's hard to figure out what they want to do, and if you don't do it for a couple of weeks, it's almost like a learning curve again.
Sure, yeah.
So, apparently Don Joyce talked to the guy on the committee, and they're talking about maybe they might pick it back onto the back of his app to make it, you know, a lot easier for some people to do the stuff, like the Canada drone pilot app. Don Joyce created it. It's a pretty good app. But anyways, they're talking about they're gonna, because they looked at it and everything else, and they're thinking, well, there's a possibility there. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's only it's not even a recommendation yet, but they are looking at user fees for NAV Canada. So,
User fees or a membership.
okay, yeah, or something, yeah, yearly. Anyways, Paul, I gotta run. 10 o'clock.
Okay, Paul. Yep, we'll see you.
I gotta load up a couple posts and make sure I got stakes and everything, and
I think
then
we're
head down there.
I think we're just gonna close her down.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat,
Right,
thanks for being
guys.
here. Mike,
Yeah.
Albert, you take
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
We'll see you again next time, everybody.
Yep. You see, guys.
See you tonight, Paul, right?
Yep. I'll be around tonight.
Okay. All right.